Being from the Bahamas and growing up on an island, family is the foremost and most important part of who you are as an individual. Your first friends are your family, and that is the foundation of the future. I grew up in a household with both my parents and my older sister. We did a lot of things together as a family, and every day was like a family gathering. We were always at school gatherings, exploring different states and learning life lessons from my parents and closest elders in the family. As things have evolved in the world, technology-wise, politically and economically-wise, things have also changed with my family over the years. Cell phones have taken over family time. Working extra hours to provide for the family have filled up schedules, and goals of each family member have taken them to different parts of the world. Primary socialization, defined by the book, is the process by which young children learn the cultural norms of the society in which they are born. From our family members, we learn how to behave, talk correctly, and how to act in public just by growing up in a household with our family members. We learn through our parents, mainly, and from them, we begin to shape our own understanding of society. For example, I grew up in a family that always stressed manners and a good reputation. Through that, I learned how to treat others, and I always was careful of my surroundings and behavior no matter where I was. This taught me a lot about today's world and how cultural values have changed dramatically. 50 years ago, life was dramatically different and cultural norms and values were strictly enforced. Family life was truly distinct from modern today. For example, wives were forced to stay at home and clean and care for the family while the father, who was the breadwinner, went to war, ventured in other sexual activities, or worked in other jobs. My parents experienced a life not similar to myself. My father worked 2 jobs and put himself through school and to provide for his family. My mother worked and went to school and provided for her family until she was able to provide for herself and put herself through school. Their parents were strict, and a lot of things that I was able to do when I was younger was not an option for them to do while they were younger. For example, they didn't have cell phones at a young age as I did. They weren't able to stay out as late as I was. They weren't able to have a lot of friends over after school. They were forced to play outside. Things in this society have changed families tremendously, and as time progresses, it will only change more. Popular culture presents family today as broken. We don't have a lot of TV shows that focus on family, that focus on staying together, that focus on the pure love that families can display and having a fundamental impact on your growth. Today's music, it doesn't focus on staying together, having positive relationship with your family members. It's more about being on your own, being by yourself. I feel like popular culture presents family more in a negative way as it did back then. And I feel like if we all decide to continue to look at family as not important, then family will lose its value, lose its foundation, and we will all sort of be lost without that important part of growing up and going through that process of being on our own without our family and with our family. Thank you.